For most of my life, the first thing I would do every time I felt bored or just had nothing to do, it's just to find some type of technology and entertain myself with it. Like my phone or my PS4, like my console, or any type of video game on my phone or my computer, or just watch some YouTube or Netflix or do some things like that. For honestly, most of my life, that's what I would do. Even when I was a young kid, I would take my mom's phone and watch YouTube on it or play some games on it. Or I had my Nintendo and I would play on that. Each time I felt bored, each time I had nothing to do, I would just do that. And even when I got into some improvement for most of my journey, the first thing I did when I felt like I had nothing to do, when I had already done all my good habits of the day, and I felt I had nothing I wanted to really learn about that I was really curious about, I would just go and watch YouTube, watch some YouTube. I think a lot of people can relate to this because of all the modern day entertainments we have, all the fun, super stimulating things we have in the modern day. It's hard to feel bored. We don't feel bored anymore. And the activities we used to do when we felt bored are simply like have simply disappeared. As a kid, I used to play a lot of football when I felt bored. I would just go outside and play football. But when I got on some improvement, I kind of made the excuse of, oh yeah, I need to focus on my main habits. I don't have to, I shouldn't add any more habit into it. But in my free time, I wasn't being necessarily that productive. I was just watching BS on YouTube. But I still made the excuse of, oh yeah, I shouldn't play football because it would just make my self improvement harder or some shit like that. It makes absolutely no sense. But recently, I've started to just when I felt like I had nothing to do, where I didn't really have something that I wanted to learn about, I had already done all my good habits of the day, all the most important things I needed to do. I just started going outside and playing basketball, or just play some football, or just shadowboxing in my room. And it's been a really good way to just spend my free time and just like I've been getting a lot better at basketball. I've met a cool guy, like some cool people outside, just by being outside. I met like a cool guy who's been teaching me some basics of basketball just for free, just randomly. A very, very cool guy, and we've been having like a good relationship thanks to that. And I truly find it amazing just by me going outside and being outside more. That's the result I got. Cool friends, became better at basketball, and have just having a lot of fun. Coming back home, being really fulfilled of all the new moves I learned. And I'm not trying to be a professional basketball in any way. No, I'm not trying to be a professional. I'm just having fun. I think we lost that sense of just having entertaining ourselves like normal human beings. We often need some type of technology to stimulate ourselves, some hyper stimulating things like video games, super edited videos on YouTube, things like that. And we lost the ability to entertain ourselves. We always need to consume to entertain ourselves, but we lost the ability to just first thinking and contemplating, the ability to just go outside and play some random sports, go on a long walk, go on a long bike ride. Those are activities you could do in your free time, but most people don't. Most people nowadays in the modern age, every time they have nothing to do, which will happen, they will always find days or times of the day where you won't have anything to do. But most people, when that happens, their first reflex is just to pull out their phones and do some random thing on it. Scroll on Instagram, watch some random thing on YouTube that isn't valuable. Play video games, watch Netflix, things like that. And just wasting their time and making themselves dumber to a certain level. And I know I can sound kind of mean here, but I'm including myself here for most of my improvement journey and for most of my life. That was the case. Like when I say most people, including myself, bro. I'm including myself in this. But I think we should learn. We should learn to entertain ourselves with natural, normal activities and entertain yourself like a normal human being, going on a walk, playing some basketball, playing some volleyball, playing some random sport. That's how we used to have fun as kids. We just play some random sport. We don't do that anymore because we say we're too busy. But often we have free time, and in that time we spend hours and hours on our phones and doing things that are not valuable at all. But we say we're too busy, like we're too busy, or we have too little time. And we sometimes have more than enough time to just pick up another sport and just play it. Because there are days where you have like a full day, like half a day where you have just nothing to do. But we never have the ability, the self control, just stimulate ourselves with an activity that's not as great, like it's not super stimulating. Playing basketball is not super stimulating, like scrolling on Instagram or watching porn or watching Netflix. Going on a long bike ride is all super stimulating, like doing all those things. It's still fun, but it's not as stimulating at all. Using your phone, watching Netflix, or playing video games, those things are a lot more stimulating than all those natural activities you could do, all the different sports you could play. And that's why it's so easy to access. To play basketball, you have to kind of go outside, take your ball, and you have to sweat, and you have to do all those things. But nowadays, your phone, you can just put it out. It's so convenient. You put it out, you can start doing all you want with it. You can watch a video from your guy that's like 2,000 kilometers away from you without any struggles. And you don't have to struggle at all. You don't have to do anything. You just have to sit there and enjoy the video. So it's really hard. It's really hard to do this. It's really hard to choose to play basketball instead of watching some BS on your phone. It's really hard to just decide to just go and read instead of watching Netflix. It's really hard to just go and go on a long bike ride instead of playing video games. It's really hard to do. But it's possible. And there are some people out there who do this. Who've never fell into the trap of the modern day addictions. And that just kept living like normal human beings. Don't let everything's comfort. Chase it.